none of the pianos are in a void town.
The laws of time and meter mean nothing. Fiesta!
Fiesta.
I left off over here. Let's go. Let's just kind of get the team on autopilot over this swamp while I go ahead and reach over and half-handedly. Fortunately, Berserkers mean the team is on autopilot. I can delegate. Berserkers are independent-minded creatures.
Now, Andy, are you sure? Are you absolutely sure you have enough rods?
No.
Good.
I mean, at
That's
this
the
point, I
correct
don't
answer.
really need rods. Because money can also be a solution. I rolled samurai as my last job, so I don't have rods, I can throw money.
Question of whether or not I could crime these frogs will be answered by future frogs. Or, yeah, digging out my list. My codex. Criminal opportunities.
Yeah.
It's a werewolf village.
Samurai, that's a really solid team. You won't have
It's a
lot of
solid
healing,
team, but I don't think that's a super boss team.
What is Black Mage, Berserker, Ninja, Samurai?
Mainly because Berserker's a liability against Omega.
Yeah, and I mean, I just can't think of anything Ninja, Samurai, or Black Mage could do.
Yeah, that team doesn't have a way to lock Omega. If you can lock Omega, any damage source will do eventually, as long as you're consistent with your lock.
And if you can deal damage, as proven by myself last year. I literally ran out of mana 20 times and had to use all my elixirs and then eventually just fucked up the lock on Omega and died.
Previously, we traveled space, a child broke our dragon, and now there's Werewolf Town. We must fight!
Alright, nice. You're a little bit ahead of me, so I can probably Fiesta then you're going to.
This old dog man, he is my rival. I will destroy him.
I don't think I played this piano. Maybe I have. No, I have.
Oh no, damn, there's a fucking mountain here, so I guess I have to walk 5 minutes.
Wait, what? What's this guy saying C just like I said to? I don't remember ever seeing this guy before.
You just walk up to somebody, told you so. What?
What did he say? What is the mystery of this man?
He gotcha.
Oh, was that the guy who told you there was dragons up on top of the mountain?
I don't think he was in that room before, though. I don't remember ever seeing him in there.
Yeah, dude, he was smoking bowls.
Don't
You
trust
walk
his
into
lies.
a room, meet a man that you've never seen before, and he just looks at you and just says, "Gotcha."
I told you,
Just like
dude.
I told you. Who are you? I gotcha.
Farewell.
Spaghetti.
Is there one in Walls?
In which dots are connected, and Father of Yes is from space? Correct.
Alright, that's not there. I don't remember if I did the Karnak piano or not. I should check there.
Party is evenly split half and half, from space and not.
So besides just being better at piano playing, does the piano thing actually do something?
It unlocks the two best
yes.
Bard songs, or at least one of the best
Yeah.
Bard songs, and another Bard song.
Yeah, it doesn't unlock the Bard song that just increases your level each time you sing.
That
Become
is the final one
huge.
it unlocks. Yep. Yep, it is Hero's Rhyme.
Yeah, the good one.
Karnak.
And the more open world games I play, the more I realize that I just fucking hate mountains.
You see that mountain?
They're the worst.
They are!
See that mountain? It's gonna be in your way at some point.
Smug ass rock pile.
Oh, I'm great. I have history. A lot of people have died trying to get up me. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You're just a huge rock, that's all.
Oh, yeah, like, oh, you're a fucking king of Rock Mountain here, motherfucker. Yeah.
Speaking of fucking famous lumps, garbage pile. Shitty mountain. No.
Oh man, I bet you want some of the precious metals that are located around here, huh? Better lift me off of it. Fuck you. Mountains.
Yeah, that's a good point. The real question isn't whether your team can beat Omega, it's whether your team can beat Gill Turtle.
Yes, there's the true challenge. Gill Turtle is... Fewer teams are Gill Turtle compatible than are Omega and Shinryu compatible.
Can't HP lead Gill Turtle.
I just love that the Fiesta guys, if you try and look up Gill Turtle, like all their response is just like, "Don't fight Gill Turtle, are you an idiot?"
There's Fiesta advice
Very
for
poor
trying to fight Megs and Shin with everything.
I've got
Everyone
a peer
agrees, don't
pressure.
fight Gill Turtle. Just stop, turn around.
All of you motherfuckers peer pressured me into wasting an hour of my life on fucking Gill Turtle.
It's a rite of
You
passage.
nothing.
You're a man now.
You learned a lot about yourself and
You
Gill Turtle
chose
as
it
well.
freely. You chose that freely, future friend.
Dole, you guys held a metaphorical gun to my head.
Now that we've mangled the elderly, it is time to be armed with powerful songs.
Here's
How-
that.
How the fuck do I get up this mountain? This basilisk wants to fucking murder me.
The
and I
one
just
member
wanna
of
get
this
up
circle who
mountain.
knows the song keeps trying to evade me. Great, now I broke
I'm
it.
done with World 1.
I broke it. Good. You could break the scripting on the circle of werewolves who are dancing. If you get in their way, you will throw off the timing. I have one of them
Oh, you're
lodged
messing
in
up
the
their
corner
dance?
now. Yes.
Don't
They
mess up their
spent years
dance.
on that.
Dude,
Be free!
they have-
Yes! Where can
It
I
took
get
them
these
so
werewolves
long.
stuck? Alright, this is a puzzle now. How do I... Okay, I've got each of them lodged. Good.
Andy, please do not park your boat on the King Dragon, please.
Time ruiner.
I'm gonna.
It's very rude.
Yeah, it is.
Someday I will release your power, Poison Rod. This is not the team that will pay you tribute. There will be another. This year, the chosen one!
The Venom Rod, the rod that tore the sky in two.
I'm just thinking about last year and bone mail and poison rod combo constantly.
Bone
Yes! Bone mail is soon!
God,
Bone mail
bone mail
is
is
ready.
the most hilarious, like, high-end play equipment in the game.
The rod that very slowly tore heaven and earth apart.
Venom Rod forged, freshly milled from Jormungandr, the venom that kills gods!
Available at any local magic shop.
Yeah, I should upgrade out of that ninja suit. Let me find the money to get that sash. Whatever it was, whatever ninja gear from this town would be a step up.
I forget, what's the upside of the curse ring?
Very high
Just
defense.
a lot of defense.
Or alternative
It's
answer,
not, it's
no,
not
there
Hermes
isn't.
sandals, that's the important thing. Ooh,
What is the
there
upside?
isn't
Nope.
any.
Congratulations, you've successfully assessed the cursed ring.
Time to grind some tennis.
It's
It
no
is
thorn
not.
armlet.
First ring, the like legitimately bad item.
Alright, I no
The
longer
first
need the
item
turtle
is-
shells. Good. They've been converted to value.
I always thought that there should have been something really cool that happens if you equip all 3 cursed items.
Yes.
Bone
No.
meal is a really good item if you know where to use it. Otherwise,
Like,
it is a huge liability because if
I-
somebody dies with it on, they cannot come back. That's it, they're dead.
I legit like the fact that the cursed ring is just a piece of shit because every other video game posts, oh, if you do something like with this, it can be real cool. Nope, this ring is just cursed. It just
Put on
fucks
this
you up.
ring and fight 255 battles.
What, you thought
And
that
we
would
will
work?
laugh
It's
at
cursed,
you.
you idiot. You're just making it stronger.
Wait,
Yeah,
which game
it
was the
is
255 battles from?
6.
Final Fantasy
Six.
VI.
I did it. I did it live. I took that Moogle and wandered around on Squirrel
6.
Island. 255 dead squirrels.
Does anything happen if you kill them?
Not the squirrels. It's a shield in that one, and it turns into a better shield. It is not worth your time.
It
Well,
breaks
it's a
the
better
curse on the shield.
That can. It's a really good shield. Like it breaks the game because it's got 255 magic defense, so no one can hit you because of the bug that makes that the only stat that matters.
I was
for
playing
evade.
with the bug fixed.
Yeah, if you don't have the bug fixed, it literally breaks the game, and then also it can teach anyone Ultima, which in that game is disgusting.
Economizer, Gem Box, Ultima, 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 every turn, Ultima, 1 MP, Ultima.
Life is good. Welcome to Dragon Mountain. I should de-equip the Doom sides for a moment.
Nope. Put more on.
Right.
Revive them every
de-equip
turn. If
the-
you don't kill them in one shot, too bad.
Keep myself on a timer. Keep me sharp.
Yeah, when you gotta get the people excited. That's what they want to see.
I'm gonna
Dragon
steal-
Mountain contains many notable dead things. These are not they. These are just cats.
I think my favorite thing in FF5 is that you can beat the abductor and then there's a contingency.
Let me open up this chest. Oh, fart gas! he
Ordinary
farted.
living cats. See, they knew they were out to abduct adventurers, so they laid the perfect trap.
Beans keeps on tanking everything from the abductor. Beans wins. Beans has won the abductor fight. Time to
good old
receive my
Beans.
reward.
Okay,
Time
my
to breathe
Gallop
into
here
his
has gotten to Bard level, he has learned how to hide. I can now destroy Shinryu, but that's the way I did it last year. I have a different plan this year.
That's how.
A Berserker plan!
Yeah, I'm using the zombie plan this year. I'm pretty excited to do it live.
These are drippy. Drippy.
Whenever I see them, I'm just really happy that somebody at Squaresoft went when making the new Final Fantasy XIV expansion. What if we made Galacats just an enemy in 14? What you
That's
mean?
just
You
kind
mean
of
those
design
weird
philosophy
cats
for
with
Behold.
wings from 5? Yeah.
Meat Dragon.
Just throw in an enemy we used before. People love it.
Piece
But
Yeah,
like
kind
of
of
all
awesome.
enemies, they chose cat with fake wings strapped to its back.
I mean, it's an MMO. They're gonna run out of it otherwise soon.
Fucking real recognizes real. What do you think? Like, yeah, they put that in. That rules.
These reliably
so
drop
good.
dragon fangs. They are a chemist's best friend. Kind of everyone else too, because if you're not mixing the fangs into things, they just sell for good cash. Fast track to the good life. Poaching. Pro tip. Hunt exotic animals and rip out their bits.
I can hear somebody ripping out bits in the background right now.
Who's ripping bits in my presence?
Who's ripping bits? Who's
Say
taking
some
loot
ripping
advice too
bits.
quick? No, my bits.
Gilgamesh has prepared the giant mirror.
See, the animals with all the most valuable bits also live in the places with the fewest laws.
Okay, Andy,
That's the
I'm
free
looking at
market at work.
your heads-up display here. What's underneath the escape, death, reset stuff?
That's your Brave Blade chicken knife strength counter.
Oh, okay.
So you can celebrate and regale the fact that you're not a slave to a blade.
The knife will never betray you except when it chooses to make you run.
The knife is trying to help you. The knife knows
Yeah,
what's best for
exactly.
you.
The knife's being pretty smart, if we're being
It's just trying to make you stronger.
It hungers for fear. Give it your fear.
I just noticed the Gilgamesh peeking between the Berserk boys.
Yup.
The secret fifth party member.
The sneaky Gilg. The sneaky Greg.
Stealth Greg.
I've received Beans' items. Alright, Golf, you're gonna temporarily become a samurai. Samurai that can equip harps, because why not? Don't laugh.
Don't make fun of him. He's very proud of his
He will
play.
kick your ass. That's what's going to happen.
God, I never would have caught too as a kid that like the equip skill transfer stats.
It tells you like in a very, very roundabout way.
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean,
like
it's like
one
as a
NPC
kid,
mentions it.
an
Yeah,
appropriately
obviously.
aged person to play Final Fantasy V, like intended audience. I never would have gotten that ever.
What 2 knives am I using here?
The shell.
Parabar Calkins. So that's just stat difference at work. Stat difference, maybe a little bit of variance. Here we are. These fated killing fields. This conspicuous empty space in front of this encounter. Did someone... Drippy, who's late, Drippy? I can wait if there's someone else who's supposed to be here, Drippy. Was someone here? Do you know where they went, Drippy? Drippy, did you... Where's the body, Drippy?
Please give Drippy the respect he's due.
What have you done?
You confront
I
Drippy
will
and you just
never-
cast return.
I will never respect Drippy.
Drippy. Powerful mountain wizard. Alright, just gonna reach over here into this here channel, and...
Gilgamesh has been silenced.
Oh no!
$5 Lowe's air horn.
Yeah, that's the bone mail of air horns. Here we are. Bone mail. Witness Ringzerker. It begins.
God, thank God for Airborne Bot. I don't know who did that, but if I ever meet them again in person and take the time to realize it, they are so getting a drink. Oh my God.
Here demonstrated, one of the strengths of bone mail. Yes is now practically indestructible to regular attacks from most enemies for a while, but eventually not so much.
Oh, thank you. I like using this little job counter program. It's pretty handy. And
Bone
yeah,
mail
classes
has
are pretty
the
broken.
highest raw physical defense in the game, and thus the auto-equip will always try to put people in the bone mail.
Yup. It only cares about stats, so.
It huggers.
It's not entirely wrong, to be fair.
What?
It's not entirely wrong.
There are certain times. My biggest gripe with it is it always ignores like the Elven Mantle, which
Oh, yeah.
is a really fucking good item, and it just keeps ripping people out of it.
I was talking more about the fact that it will always throw people into the bone mail,
Oh,
which is the correct action.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's right.
See, the game is intuitively teaching you two very important things, just organically through its interface. One, you should really be paying attention to what you put on your folks and equipping them manually. Two, bone mail is the ultimate defense system.
Nothing.
Wear it at all times. Become one with the bones.
The only way something could go wrong with bone mail is if you were to try and heal someone in the bone mail because they don't need it because they're not hurt because they're in the bone mail.
Yeah, heals are for people who take damage, revives are for people who die. When you wear bone mail, you are neither.
You don't need that shit. Get that
If you die, you are bone mailing wrong.
The only time you die with bone mail is when you go a bit too far and also equip the thorn circlet.
Yes, when you encounter the great tragedy that bone mail isn't designed to combo with the other cursed items to make you an unstoppable killing machine.
It's fine. Just use an instant kill move on your bone mail.
Like, my god, if bone mail inverted the Thornlet bleed into regen,
Hold on, guys. I'm doing the stealth section.
Rub your face on the
I'll
ground.
be silent for the stealth section.
God, this looks so stupid when you have sprint with thief.
Please, silence on the green during the stealth section.
Better not let them see me.
Oh, I've never seen it with Thief Sprint now. I think
Can't let them see we're here. Slip and slide!
Let me just quickly vibrate across the floor. That's not conspicuous at all.
Very quietly breakdance out of the fortress.
Ew. What is that dead body doing, moving around so quickly? I don't know, but it's not moving. It must be dead.
Face is on the ground. It is inert.
Alright.
God, stop it with the stealth. I can't handle it anymore.
The gang is all together now. And you know what that means.
Another bridgeman.
The bridge beckons.
Glory to the Hypno Crown. We don't get to use the Hypno Crown with this team, but glory to it anyway. Hail the crown.
Oh, it's time for the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
All
go.
hail.
If there's any for me to drop out. Enjoy the bridge.
All hail, big bridge.
It's a bridge, but it's like real big. Hurry up, I want to get to the bridge.
Romeo ballad is stop.
And who built that bridge?
It's real big. Oh my god, would somebody just please hit this fish? This grounded fish. Could not be that difficult. There we go.
Someone please ground the fish.
Alright, it is time for the bridge. Let's make a small alteration here.
I'm fighting many of these encounters because Berserker will inevitably need a great deal of raw experience, so I'm just gonna try to distribute it out over time as I can. It also gives me a chance to finish mastering my two non-Berserker folks, so I can have interchangeable Song Thief and Crime Bard.
It's time for the bridge.
Also, because look at all that cash. I'm gonna turn that cash into things. All sorts of things. Ringed things. Alright, we are entering Final Zone. And we now redeploy the Death Sides.
Ah, good, I see you're playing the right big bridge music. The completely ridiculous one that they made for Record Keeper. And then I think they used in...
Golem.
They're also
Friends.
using in the new Dissidia?
Dissidia, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, goodbye. We have business to conduct. This perfectly ordinary dragon grass. Gone a little feisty. That's how you know it's good. Your Fiesta thought of the day. Grass isn't supposed to attack people. Owl, leafy demons.
Yeah, this version's a little over the top. Over the top, whatever you want to call it. Oh no, does it just stop there? There it goes.
So the Dragon Pod here, pretty straightforward boss. There is the flower, and it will spawn the tiny flowers around it. Each of them has a little small but annoying attack that puts some kind of status effect on the team. They're quite rude. You try to crowd control them while also beating up the primary flower. Attempt to lock them down with the stop.
Oh, here's the
Stop is
extended
not always
version.
effective.
Use this one.
Dragonflower is pretty easy as long as you have somebody with AoE.
AoE or certain other tools.
Yeah, God, I used something, I can't remember what I did. I think I put him to sleep?
This is one of those bosses that does not have the special invulnerability flag on it, so... There's all sorts of tricks that will work.
The non-heavy.
Yeah, let's level
Yeah, I
has
think
been
there was a-
completely olded out of him, indicated by the 181 regen tick there.
I think there is a... Yeah, I probably captured a monster and used it on him.
If I open that up, Ty, and it's Meatball Parade. I hope that better not be Meatball Parade. I'm gonna open it up after this fight. I'm trusting you.
Fine gardening, Berserker. Death effects, like that one. And down Luras. Now we depart. Golem, I leave you to your business.
Oops. Just healed the chariot. Oh well.
Such is the way of the heel rod.
The rod
Yeah,
giveth, and the
Meatball
rod
Parade
taketh
Battle, the
away.
big bridge mashup. Alright. That Tuesday. See what you got for me. Oh, nice. Nice acoustic guitar. Every
And a
ring that's
coward
a clash
level
of the
out of
bridge.
here.
Big bridge comes in for
Of
a
course.
huge party.
I also want to accumulate fear. Fear is a valuable resource. You'd be surprised how little fear you can build. Or how much fear you can build if you're just fearing well over the course of your run. Golem. Your technique is strong. Just teach me my ways, Golem. He too was a coward. Fellow traveler on the journey. You can traverse a dungeon pretty quickly when you just do not care about the encounters. Just vanish. Escape.
Yeah, Ty likes his Clash of the Big Bridge remixes.
Have the upper hand now. Student surpasses the teacher. My rival.
Who would play a shitty Unity game blind? Who would do such a thing and use this song in it? No way, I don't believe you. I'm glad they like the design of these cat creatures so much that they gave them a palette swap.
I don't understand why every monster in the game isn't just those cat creatures.
Or just a monster with fake wings, every single monster in the game, except they're just holding on horns and other appendages.
All of the monsters are actors and stagehands portraying monsters.
The most feared monster in all of Xdeath's army. This cat with fake wings.
Hey man, I've seen what mimes can do.
Let's see, this one has about... I'll give this 30 more seconds, then I'll play yours, because this one's just about done. Taxidermy.
Oh shit, you have Thief and Samurai, which means you
Yes.
must pilfer all of Gilgamesh's gear.
I'm getting the Genji set. I will become Gilgamesh.
A little bit of small fight. Just a smidge. Swamp in moderation. Ah, but the gates are sealed. Into the sewage.
I think the first piece is after he form changes in
Boat.
this.
First
After
piece
he
of boat.
buffs. First piece is boat.
Boat.
Alright.
Boat. Castle after form
There's the new
change.
bridge theme.
Boat Gamesh.
Void, and then final. Cutscene Greg. Highly advanced Greg.
I can slow him.
We are still not here for art. This party has no need of art.
Right.
Apparently, the cutscene. Sage Guido is calling.
The best part of the 13 series. Gilgamesh every time.
Powerful and ancient wise man who communicates by tormenting children.
I haven't played the Black Mages remix.
He is like your Earth Santa.
Charm Gilgamesh.
One of my favorite jokes in the Dissidia games is when Gilgamesh shows up in a cutscene with like who's in there? It's like Squall, Zidane, and somebody else, and they're all like, I think I've seen this guy before, except he had 4 arms. And the other one's like, yeah, mine had 6, and like they were lights. Just each one recounting like Gilgamesh's various forms.
The many faces of Greg.
I will access the Tie Tuesday database of Clash of the Big Bridge remixes.
I just send you a link that says the realest summer jams.
Oh, he's jumping on me now.
See, the dragon understands that genuine dragon grass kills humans. Proof of product. Have an antidote for that lying around though. Real as Deus Ex Machina. Brill
Throw money
still
at 'em.
tormented by ancient wise men. But enough of that. Let us locate the Great Sage.
Mm, 7,800 gil.
Oh, you get Comet soon.
Yeah. Comet is coming, Float is coming, all that good stuff.
Great Sage!
The good shit.
Great Sage, grant us your wisdom!
Up until this point, you only had mastery over time. Soon, space.
Great Sage, we are ready to receive your wisdom. Show us the way.
Ooh. Love those samurai crits. Spicy 800 damage crits.
The Samurai Katana is also, like, exceptionally good.
Great Sage, your lesson is most fair. We thank you for your time.
The legendary weapon, because it's like, if I'm remembering right, it lets you automatically start with full ATB.
You always go first, that character, yes. Regardless of what their speed may be.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's super good. Also, if you use it as an item, it casts haste.
Now that
Yep.
we are armed with the wisdom
Not
of
that I
Great
need it,
Sage,
but-
let us go forth.
This Hanwei practical katana.
No, stop it.
It certainly does look like it could cut something, doesn't it?
What a terrible island. We'll never speak of it again. Let us visit our neighbors. Our neighbors are out conducting the war.
Oh no, I'm at a Clash on the Big Bridge remixes. Oh, there's that harp one. Oops,
Our
I
neighbor is
just killed
possessed of the second most powerful song.
Have
Now
you
it
used
is
the
our
one from
song.
14 yet?
I don't think I did, no.
Well, I'll link it just in case you need another one.
The sequence is just about over, because I'm talking to the Krall now.
Alright then, yeah, you'll be good.
That's what's exploding.
All pirates contain powerful seismographs. Don't recall if this place is worth looting its contents when as yeah. I placed this book wrong. Start again.
Grandpa! Grandpa! Oh, Grandpa. As is customary now that the bridge is gone, so too is the music.
Fortress contains many objects I do not use. Perhaps a few I will. That man speaks of the bleepus. 5,000 bucks, I can use that.
You're on Barrier Fortress, Moon?
No, but not yet. I am looting Surgate before we're heading to boat.
Hmm.
I have business to conduct with the neighbors.
What's your team, Moon?
Crime, anger, music, further anger.
Nice. A good balance.
The music is also anger. The crime is also anger. The anger is also music.
I'm just gonna speed this up.
Castle's a really weird layout, but I kinda like that. Makes it feel like the building was designed to be defensible. Like weird maze interior to
Fuck.
confound intrusions.
Healing this guy. Should probably just switch out mana from the healing staff, because most enemies are not gonna even get to attack here. You can have the main gauche. How about that?
The pact is sealed. There's no turning back. Bone mail. 100 years bone mail.
Bone mail.
L. Ninja suits. Mithril armor, that's been dead for years. Healing staff. Great sword, no.
So, Loon, how likely is it that a no 750 team can beat Omega? Because most of the tomfoolery is based around 750 stuff.
Mystic Knight is the big one that, big anti-Omega tool that, knows 750 has. Mystic and Beastmaster.
Because Beastmaster can calm.
Beastmaster can calm, and Spellblade is one of your regular damage options.
Yeah.
Hard part is getting the Spellblade to hit.
If you also have Ranger, congratulations.
Oh god, yeah. Ranger and Mystic Knight, congratulations.
If you really want to provoke, like, 8 Omega counters at a time, go for it. Live the good life. Ah,
Here's
boats.
the good shit. Comet, Sloga, return, finally. I have power. I can reset. I am omniscient.
I would actually... Look, I had bad times with Wendigo. I would be cautious about buying Return.
I bought it. What are you gonna do about it?
But if you did it once, you can do it again.
Yeah, I had a Wendigo fight that went on for like 15 minutes, and then Ferris got confused and cast Return. I was just, no. It was happening.
Too late at this point.
The die has been cast.
I need to get some money.
This is Thorgan's son, yes?
Thorgenson. Let us dance for these men.
Oh my.
It's cool. Bart has been he has been danced upon
On this
before,
world,
and
all
he
grandpas are
can
kings. Let us go take a perfectly ordinary nap.
Are all grandpas kings or all kings grandpas? Once you turn the age of 65, do you automatically become a king?
Got no skill level up.
Gilgamesh! Now to go ahead and retroactively talk about Gilgamesh and how that part works. So, when he is damaged, he calls in and then will call on, like, repeated points in the fight, his faithful sidekick, who is equipped with White Wind, the healing spell that recovers your current health in HP to all friendlies. So when faithful sidekick Enkidu has all of his health, all 4,000 of it, it's a pretty substantial heal. So your goal at that point becomes to beat the shit out of Enkidu with enough focus and intensity to rush that down. We spent a while perilously close to finishing him off, as indicated by the one time he got like 100 and something on a White Wind. And it was like, oh, no, don't, just one more hit. Fine run out of Ringzerker. Coming up is another dungeon where I will want to, right, I'm going over here now. Another dungeon where I will want my berserkers to not swing death sides. A bunch of reflectment here. The death off the sides will reflect, and you will cry. Aside from the situation where you had, say, had a team composed purely of bone mail, and bounce those deaths into bone mail, where they become full heals. So, it is time now to infiltrate the barrier tower. One can sleep in this submarine for free at any time in order to recover health. All in, barrier tower. For many other teams, this would be a moment where you really want to stop and farm an item that's a rare drop off an enemy in this tower, and it's quite rude and inconvenient. Since we have thieves, we can ignore that grind and do a different, more convenient grind later. The good life. As compensation, we have access to another, more perilous grind. Yep, so this is one of the 4 towers that maintains a shield that is protecting Exdeth's castle. Plan is that we'll go into the basement and sabotage some things. We will climb to the top and destroy the antenna. These 2 acts together will disable the tower, allowing us to gain access to his mighty fortress. This fellow! This is Reflect Knight. He drops Reflect Rings, rarely. It is a way that any team can get access to Reflect, and they really want it. Reflect is good. Reflect will save you from a lot of anguish against certain bosses. But it is a rare drop off of this man. It takes a long time to get a full team's worth of Reflect Rings. Many an agonizing screenshot has been produced of having found 1 ring and like 20 of the harp that drops off a different enemy and is also a rare drop. So while we are here, there is, yeah, that witch riding the moon over there, that's the thing that drops the harp that we don't need. Anyway, let's go ahead and equip 2 with Flea. Yes. Just a wizard hat. Want you lightweight and quick. It's now time to do a different exploity thing. This box contains a monster. Now what we're going to do is, this is a red dragon. Red dragons have a common steel of a high potion and a rare steel of a flame ring. those 50,000 gil extremely valuable accessories that are, you know, great and wondrous parts of high-end, powerful festive strategies. Alright, watch this drive. Alright, watch this atomic ray. Very well, Ringzerker. Alright, there's the high potion. Goodbye! You can use auto-escape abilities like Flee to escape from monster in a box. The box will close again, the monster will still be in there. I can repeat this fight as much as I would like until I have flame rings. Gotta be careful though, because he's quick enough to get hits in, so if he does his ruder attacks, he'll need to like recover. Fortunately, since I'm after an item, and oh, there's a different encounter that can pop out of here as well. Yeah, these just give thunder rods on their steel, they're not important. Fortunately, since I'm not killing any of these, and don't need the thunder rods for anything, I don't actually care if the party gets wiped out here. All that matters is whether or not I get the ring. If I get a ring, I want to walk back and save. If I don't, whatever. No progress is lost if the party wipes. It's all RNG seeds. The Thief Glove effectively affects the rare steel rate in that it reduces the number of times your steel will miss entirely. Not directly, though. It's two separate dice rolls. Put that window back in focus. Alright, so yeah, party is wiped here. That's fine. The fact that we're still continuously running means that the seed has been preserved for the dice. And will continue to be new. So just load up here, walk on up to that box. You can see here we've gotten a different encounter than we did on the way up here. The dice are clean. Let's go. I don't have my cursor pre-positioned. Alright, hold on. Alright, so let's let the party die here. Load. Adjust so that I'm in autopilot position. And we'll set up to flee. I'll need to step out of here and get in one fight with this fellow. Goodbye! And I'm using the regular save point rather than save states out of a bit of a sense of sportsmanship, but then also the, again, the seeds are what matters here. I want the dice to keep jumbling properly. My god, a dragon! And away we go. Ah, damn, unloading it forgets my cursor memory entirely. Well, that's inconvenient. Doing it this way, because in this dungeon, the only places where we will find these dragons are in these boxes. Hello! My friend. That's worth saving. Doing this is also a very easy way to farm a whole lot of cowardice if you're looking to farm cowardice. That is the place to do it, up against a box. Also, I go ahead and equip my relevant folks with their shiny new fire-absorbing gear. Good things happen. Neons are terribly irritating creatures. Also, furthermore, this team doesn't want the thing that's actually in the box, so I never have to actually kill either of these dragons. Any of, I suppose. There's a 1 and a 3 match? Yeah. That potion. You would just keep going, and in the end, there will only exist timelines where I got the fire ring. All possible universes will collapse together. Ocean. This. And this one's a void. That's fine. Let us resume. And any fight where he deals less than 500 damage to us overall is profit. The sound of repeatedly robbing the same dragon in a box. Give me your ring. See, by giving him the fire ring, he's now protected from that surprise atomic ring. Each time I do this saves me 50,000 bucks, which is quite a deal of grind time. And there's a second. In the broad scheme of things, I would be willing to stop at 3 out of this guy, since there is a free one that's guaranteed out of a box elsewhere. Also willing to trade that on in place of the Thief Glove. Press my luck. Alright. I will respect you. Oh, there we go. Illustrated the limitations of the tent. It is not actually a full heal. It's just 1,000 heal across the board. Which for much of the game is effectively a full heal. Not all of it. By the time you notice, cottages are everywhere. You ever notice? Alright, we're at 2. Alright, you know what? Back to Thief Club. It is okay if you drop after successfully stealing the ring. As long as we had, say, someone who was going to teleport us out of the fight, who has just also dropped. We also could also equip you with Flee as a contingency. We're not mugging, just stealing. That was the wrong button, Gal. Joys of analog pretending to be a D-pad. Right. Long as I never kill the dragon, get all the rings I want. All the rings in the world. Not be a trip to Barrier Tower if you do not stop to farm some kind of ring. Is the way of this place. The contents of this box are a blood sword, by the way. It's not particularly useful in this one. Terribly inaccurate. If you have a way to make it auto-hit, it's good. Blood sword with aim, blood sword with rapid fire. Those are fine. Blood sword just swung normally, not great. Also for Fiesta, it's a night sword, so only useful if you have night big swords. Particularly in uniquely large weapons. Restricted to the nobility. Thief's boost to preemptive strikes also helps out here. Not a ninja thing. On stop with the thunder. Fox, you know why I'm here. It only ends when you let it end, Box. The revives cost 1,000 each, but the savings of each ring immeasurable. The dragon is neither alive or undead until one collapses the wave. These dragons are undead, by the way. Or at least the red ones are. The yellow ones aren't. If I did want to fight it, I could really lay into it with the bard. If I just had a Hermes sandal, the technique would be perfect. Yeah, just block a dragon with your parrying knife. It occurs to me only now that I should turn up the timer for this. Let's resume. Alright, let's try that again. My apologies for declining to crown you. It won't happen again. Well, it will happen again. It doesn't end until you let it end. Like so. Once you put them on the clock, they're under pressure. Getting the last one would save me a trip to the undersea trench. Any reason to not go to the trench is a good thing to do. Look at that beautiful atomic ray. Selectively grinding things in this tower while farming. Pretty good way to very naturally build up fear. There are people who bother to count every time that they run away for fear farming purposes. That sounds terrible. Just know that you will probably have run enough. When the time comes, you will know. Okay, crime. I mean, trench would be not difficult to do when you have bards as your requiem. Just doesn't contain things this party needs. Trench is optional. Trench and waterfall are both optional at the end of the game. Trench, waterfall, and also really Island Shrine and Fork Tower are optional. Not optional to me, out of tradition. Gotta prove yourself before the King Wizard. One has not achieved true Fiesta. Till they've confronted the All-Knowing. Oh, I let my thieves up. Hold on. Whale ho! Be at peace, Dragon Box. My time here is over. Anyway, on with Barrier Tower. We'll proceed to skip most of Barrier Tower. Encounter-wise. This team has the levels it needs to deal with the boss. Once you get... I usually end up guarding the basement for the proximity to the save point and the submarine bed when I'm trying to get reflect rings here. But in terms of, like, raw encounter rate, the best place to do that is actually outside. Most things you fight out here will have a Reflect Knight. Several fights have multiple Reflect Knights. Especially when you get up to the top floor. However, Crime lets us circumvent this. Crime obsoletes that grind. Brief interlude. This is not yet the end of the dungeon. This box contains dragons and a gold hairpin that we don't need because pins are for nerds. This is the end of the dungeon. try doing this the normal way. Hey, with your blood, to Atamos! Right, you were running a moon ring blade earlier, so you can stab from the back around. And down goes the bard. So, witness the gimmick of Atamo. Everyone is standing? Spam comment. When someone is not standing, they will begin to slide towards Atamo. Will take the strength of many knives to defeat Atoma. Okay, that's far enough. Now that everyone is standing again, Atamo will begin to spam comment. Sometimes double tap comment, until somebody falls down. They will then begin to slide towards Atamo. Overall, the fight's a damage race. Who is faster? You or Atama? There's no way to counter-slide your people. Once they've moved left, there's no turning back. Get in there, Berserker. Tear him up. The song is still going, even though he's in a good position. I no longer have any control over the party. Tama doesn't do any physical attacks, so there we go, victory. By closing the distance, he negated the effectiveness of his barrage, allowing you to move in for the kill. Excellent strategy, Berserker! Having a way to speed them up is one of the ways to make Berserker tolerable. Their lack of control being compounded by acting like 2/3 as often as everyone else at their normal speed. Terrible. Artful Dodger, we have 50% more Berserker. The sound they put on that. This stretch of World 2 contains many of those segments where the player just has to stop and wait for something to happen. We get a submarine though. pleasant. This you can travel below the waves. Not much is made of this, there's only a handful of underwater places that you ever interact with, like this one. Yeah, just sleep off the death of your friend. Comfy submarine chairs. Welcome to that terrible island that sank. Yeah, I think that's the right answer. This cave is home of many Morphmen. I have no interest in them. No, that's the wrong door. Morphmen do have an item they drop. You kill them in man form. That is useful for some teams. This is staff. So as non-staff users, it's not our thing. We do not concern ourselves with staves. I never memorize which boxes are necessary for this puzzle. Middle is how you get back out when you're done. Not that easy. Very heavy rock. Harvest of Fear. Aside from the Morphmen, there's really nothing of use in this cave. And that's just for the teams that want the staff. I believe it's one of the non-standard sources of Berserk is why you would get it. Holy Rod, that's what I'm keeping. Yeah, it's the thing you just have to cast Holy, that's right. There are teams that want to farm those if they can use them because that's a good way to deal with the end of World 2. The potent damage source. And the time between when you can get at these Morphmen and when you can get at regular Holy. Behold this turtle. Sass it not, for it is wise. Turtles are extremely powerful creatures. But we learn that our opponent is an ancient tree, used as a prison for demons, and is not too happy about it. And in return has become a mighty wizard. Final Fantasy V is a story of the difficulties of waste disposal. Hazardous materials don't go away just because you seal them in the ancient forest. Faster, bubble. Up a bit of a personality. One day it's just an inert barrel of sludge, the next it's preparing the giant mirror. No, we're down there. That little blip in the far north is the way to one of the summons you can get in this world. You are a summonator, you want to go over there. Get yourself a bleepus. Melts proceeds this way to the other remaining underwater blip. That blip being this dead end leads to this lake, this town, these woods. Here is Moor, on the outskirts of the great forest of Moor, home to much powerful gear. Powerful stuff, but for the most part is straight upgrades. Right, I got the Genji glove off Greg during the boat fight. That was good. Good steal and a good fight that I remained silent for. So each Greg from here on out, as we will meet many Gregs, contains one piece of this equipment set that you can steal off him. All quite good. Each of it is, you know, a quite good that thing that you just got, and offers immunity to a couple of status effects. Also go back to Death Sickles for the next area. You're out of Reflect Country. Powerful wizard shop here if you are a wizard. You get more. Check in there. There is good stuff. Other powerful thing on display here, these knives. Those knives, while being good knives, are also the only way, well, one of the only ways, to boost wind elemental damage. And in knife form, so lots of people can use them. There are some fairly remarkable wind element spells that quite benefit from that. Blue mages really want air knives. Summoners, you can use air knife for great ends. Move them around because there are some air things that we'd like to shiv. Don't need a full set. Two will do. Special sense. Also in here, there's a lot of good stuff in this town. There's a pub. I'll have to make use of that pub. Back on this barrel, another main gauche. And we have two iron parrying knives. And let's see more. Piano skills intensify. I believe that means I've missed a piano. By like my vague count, that would be the second last. There's only one new piano that becomes available in the final zone. I've skipped one. There's an announcement for when your piano skills are nearly at maximum. And another for completion. I could go on a piano hunt. Better to have than whatnot. And by Town of Moor, through Lake of Moor, through Passage of Moor, on Landmass of Moor, beyond all of that, is Forest of Moor. I'm actually not going to dive into tonight on this session. But yeah, this is a dungeon. What a pet. Okay. And again, one of the other notable festive bosses that causes immense shenanigans to some teams. This one is well suited for it and should not have much trouble. Also a point where some other teams get very well set up to get a whole bunch of exp. If you have a big source of fire damage, you can just completely maul this forest. Very little in it doesn't burn down. Anyway, yeah, we open the door. It respects us. Next time, we will disrespect it. A forest of crime. Yes.